Hello everybody, it's Zack Rhodes level 4 for the weekly update. A few things today. First of all, this week is going to be my streamer anniversary. I don't know, Twitch has some sort of streamer anniversary thing. So Wednesday is going to be a special stream day. Gonna try to have some guests, try to have some multiplayer stuff, so look forward to it. It should be at the usual time. I don't think it can be earlier because I have stuff that I need to do in the afternoon, but it's going to be stuff like Mario Party, Jackbox, things like that. If you have any suggestions, please let me know for things that you would like to join in on. But I think people are usually pretty okay with joining in on like Jackbox and things like that. So yeah, look forward to it. It's gonna be a good time, and yeah, we're just gonna have a little celebration. As for other things, videos this week should be Katamari. Let's see, I did a drawing, Patreon drawing this past week of Nia from Xenoblade 3. So I really like how that came out. And excuse me, I put that Sonya picture that I drew, the Tears of the Kingdom one, on Redbubble. If you want to buy it in any way, shape, or form, it's on Redbubble. I think Redbubble's usually linked in the descriptions. Let's see what else. I finished Tears of the Kingdom. I didn't complete it. I'm going to come back to it so I don't burn myself out. But I did all the shrines and majority of the quests, and the dungeons and everything. So I did a lot in the game, and I finished it, and it's amazing. Highly recommend. I loved it. And I moved on to Master Detective Archives Raincode, which I did a first impressions of, which is pretty good so far. Has a lot more dialogue than Danganronpa. Hoo boy, they talk. They like to talk in this game. Let's see, what else happened this week? One sec, I'm just gonna retweet this because it's relevant. Last week we had a Mario Kart stream. We streamed the new booster tracks, and that was very fun. It was a good time. It was a good time all around. Let's see. Katamari's been very fun. What, did I actually do anything else this past week? I don't know. I've been kind of, oh, yeah, health news. We'll get there. I'm looking through my Twitter feed because that's what I always do. Been trying to be more social with some of my friends and see how that works out for me. I get a lot of anxiety. People are like, "Hey Dovi, you're a really cool person." I'm like, "Thank you," and then I just never want to talk to them because if I talk to them, then they'll find out that I'm not a cool person. But I'm like, man, I would love to talk to this person, and then like the one time I do, they're like, "Hey, that's awesome. This was a great interaction." I'm like, "Yeah, you too," and then I get really scared to talk to them ever again. Okay, so yeah, working my way up to talking to my friends. I'm like, this person's my friend. I better not ever interact with them. It's a mood. I think a lot of people understand that. But yeah. So the big news is this past Thursday, I had an oncology appointment. It's been 6 months since the last ones. If you remember, in January, I had my last scan. They said we didn't need any more scans. We'd be doing blood tests and checkups just to make sure anything's happening. So this appointment, half a year later, was with what they call their survivorship program, which is essentially is the "you beat cancer, now what" thing. Because they don't really like to just kick you out onto the street afterwards and say good luck. It's a whole load of resources to make sure you have physical therapy, mental therapy, nutrition, guidance, things to get your body and your mind back to, where it needs to be, and, making sure that you're able to get on with your life in some way. Just accommodations in every aspect, really. It was very comprehensive. It was just an initial meeting that we had, but it was a very comprehensive look at the ongoing resources that they have even once you're no longer getting treatment, and I appreciate that a lot. So it's transitioning off of the oncology department and into this survivorship program as a new department, and it's really good. It's really nice. The person that we talked to was super, super nice, and it looks like that they just have a very proactive approach to helping you out. So I'm looking forward to talking with them more. And afterwards, we saw my oncologist, who originally we were supposed to get some blood work, which has this liquid biopsy that they do, which is it's a blood biopsy essentially. It's a very, very neat, less invasive thing. But he said that after speaking to the survivorship person and looking at the results of all of my blood biopsies and scans for the last while, which all looked exactly the same and showed absolutely nothing, he said we really don't need to do that anymore. So right now my current position is, if I notice anything weird with myself, say something, but until then we really don't need any more oncology appointments. So unless anything comes up, which hopefully it won't, last Thursday was my last oncology appointment, which is wild. It's 10 years and 2 months that I've been seeing them now. So just to say that I don't need to go anymore is crazy. And I'll still be, keeping up with the survivorship people who work in the same area, but it's a very different thing. And so we don't need to monitor my blood anymore. I don't need to take scans anymore. I just need to monitor myself and make sure that nothing weird starts happening to me. And if it does, they said they'll do something about it. They're not kicking me out and saying we don't want to, don't come back here. It's you don't have to come back here, but if anything happens, we'll be ready to help you with that. And I really appreciate that approach, and I'm gonna miss them. Spending 10 years in an environment, whatever environment it is, you get used to things, and I know the system, I know the people there. Even walking through the halls every time I go, a bunch of the nurses are like, "Oh, hey Dove, how are you doing? It's good to see you." They recognize me, they know my name. I know the technicians and the nurses and the doctors and the staff and everything. So it'll be kind of sad to not see them anymore, but it won't be sad to not have to get up early and drive out to Philadelphia and stuff, random times. So yeah, it's nice to be able to take this step, and I'm going to be starting school in a month now, so they were all super happy that to hear the news, because they've definitely been asking, Dove, are you going to be trying up school now that things are getting better? And my answer was always but yeah, it's happening. There's a lot of changes and a lot of moving forward, and it's scary, but it's steps, positive steps, and closing of doors and opening of others. So it's still something I need to process, that I don't have to go back anymore. And he said that if if you're in town for the survivorship program, if you want to just come by and let us know, and we'll say hi, socially, that's perfectly fine. So I appreciate that also. I probably will the next time I have an appointment there, which they said will be like in a year. But at the survivorship place. But yeah, it's over. It's Jover, but it's also just begun. We've only just begun to live. Yeah, it's crazy to think. It's crazy to think that I don't. We went from my oncologist saying, that we want to keep up scans and everything else for a bunch of years because my case was so weird and unique. We went from that to him being confident that we don't need to keep an eye on it anymore, which is a supreme vote of confidence. And I'm very happy we reached this day, but it's crazy to think about. But yeah, as always, thank you all for your support through all of this time. Whether you've been here a long time or a short time, your support in general means the world to me, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. I don't just say that. I really try to mean the things that I say, because I don't think that hollow words help anybody. But yeah, as always, thank you for being you. Thank you for doing the things around you, for the people around you, to make their lives a little better in whatever ways, big or small. It always helps. Thank you for not letting cynicism rule your life. That's always a big thing. And I'll see you on Wednesday for the anniversary stream. I hope you join in if you have the time. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, thank you very much. I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.